You assign a massive 2-week historical project, expecting your students to dive in and hand back an elaborate analysis of military strategy and culture. But 2 weeks later, you find yourself wading through rushed, haphazard fluff. Instead of building a complex argument over time, they waited until the night before to start. When a student looks at a massive project, the brain registers physical discomfort. The insular cortex, the brain's pain center, lights up. To stop that feeling, the student simply avoids the task altogether. They wait and then they cram. But last-minute panic deprives the brain of diffuse mode, the relaxed background processing state biology requires to test out new neural connections and grasp difficult concepts. To eliminate this cycle, we have to rebuild the assignment prompt. By deploying an intermediate task schedule, you force the brain's natural pacing, guarantee higher quality submissions, and remove your own grading stress. Take a look at your current final assignment prompt. Step 1 is to slice that massive block of work into 3 to 5 distinct micro-deliverables. These cannot be vague milestones. A micro-deliverable is a specific, actionable step that a student can easily complete in a single sitting. Let's apply this to a World War II historical essay. You want them to analyze the gritty events that influence the outcome of the war. Instead of a single 14-day countdown, the work shatters into 4 concrete tasks: drafting a thesis, finding citations, building an outline, and drafting the introduction. This deconstruction bypasses the insular cortex entirely. A single bullet point does not trigger the brain's pain response, so the student actually starts working instead of running away. By slicing the project, you reduce the immediate cognitive load on the student's working memory. A seemingly impossible paper becomes a series of approachable actions. Step 2. Map those micro-deliverables onto your course calendar, leading up to the final due date. This spacing forces students to actively engage with the material over a series of days. But do not cram these deadlines together. Placing them on consecutive days recreates the exact stress you are trying to solve. Your students need those gaps. During offline rest periods, the hippocampus repeats information to the neocortex to build solid neural links. These rest periods allow the brain to switch into diffuse mode. While the student is eating lunch or sleeping, the brain is subconsciously testing out new connections and making sense of the history. Strategically spacing out deadlines does the biological heavy lifting required to secure facts into long-term memory. Next, script a fast 5-minute in-class activity to accompany every intermediate deadline on the calendar. For example, on the day the 3 citations are due, have students immediately pair up. Give them 5 minutes to read their citations aloud and explain exactly how that text supports their thesis. This creates vital social accountability. A student who procrastinated the night before will have nothing to share with their peer. During these 5 minutes, you have an active role to play. Circulate through the room, listen to the conversations, and spot-check the physical deliverables. It is highly tempting to use this brief peer share time to retreat to your desk and check your email. Do not do it. If you physically signal that the work lacks value by tuning out, your students will immediately tune out too. Walking the room gives you a real-time feedback loop. You can catch and correct a flawed thesis in week 1 rather than failing the student in week 2. This matrix is the intermediate task schedule, the ultimate tool for project management. Deploying this framework removes the opportunity for a student to push their work off until the night before. The schedule shifts the work from overloading working memory to leveraging the brain's natural spaced consolidation process. By the time the final due date arrives, the essays landing on your desk will be thoughtful, deeply researched, and significantly easier to grade. Finalize your new project schedule today, present it to your class tomorrow, and share the results of your students' improved work.